Dear friends, good morning. We are approaching the Gazela bridge. Well, last week I commented on the traffic jam Saturday morning, which I believed it was, back then I believed it was attributed to some car crash or whatever accident, but it seems that this is a normality on Saturdays. On our right we see the Belgrade waterfront Galeria, the largest shopping mall to be opened within the next few weeks, and more to the right you cannot see it now. You see the truck Fricom Capri. This was the ice cream of my childhood. I mean, one of the ice creams of my childhood. Obviously, the company has revamped it, and they now even brand trucks with this. Yeah, nice. As I said, Galeria on our right. There will be some brands for the first time in Serbia within this shopping mall, and it will be by far the largest of all. Just 500 meters across the river, it is the second largest shopping mall called Ušće, where the two tower block, I mean you cannot see, but right from the hotel, the Crown Plaza that we see in front of us. And again, we are also passing next to the Congress Center Sava, which is screaming for renovation and privatization. There were a few attempts to privatize it so far, but all of them failed. Actually, there is only one interesting group interested in it, but yeah, the package, the ask price plus the requested investments were too much. Actually, as far as I managed to understand the explanation from the company and the group, the required level of investment is more or less okay. Actually, they have judged that it will need even more investment. Probably they wanted to make it eco building and all this green building, etc., etc., which probably initially requires a bit more investment. But the ask price is actually the problem. I mean, this is my interpretation again. Straight ahead to the big building, actually the two tower blocks connected at the top. Again, the Genex tower, and on our left is something that was supposed to be one of the most modern buildings back in the 2010, let's say 10 years ago. But has never been completed. There is also a heliodrome at the top of it. I mean, looks very modern, attractive, but has never been completed due to the world economic crisis and its effects on the Serbian economy and global economy as well. Now there is actually a big question mark with regards to the development of the office space, because many companies obviously realize that they do not need anymore that much office space, that it is relatively safe that a certain number of employees works from home. I mean, this is the concept that was present in other countries. For instance, in Finland, I remember a good friend of mine, Finnish guy, was talking to me about this concept. His company is actually applying the concept. Practically every employee comes to the office in average twice a week. so that the required level of office space is essentially 50% of the, okay, there is some safety margin of course, but let's say 60% of the, compared to the number as it would be if if all the employees would be present at the same time. Let's see, according to my judgment, the demand for office space will be in sharp decline. It's probably already, but maybe, I may be wrong because I'm not an expert in the field. This is just my logical observation, let's say. Again, the student city, the building with the green roof, is the block number 3, the student city, the largest student not campus, but actually in essence it is a city. There is no faculty within the complex, just practically the rooms, like a Studentenwohnheim, as the Germans would say. But this is where I spent some 4 very nice years of my studies. Interestingly, I only went once afterwards. And it was maybe last year or the year before, something like that. No, actually even this year actually. Just to take a look how much did it change. It was already quite empty because it was the time of Corona. Okay, we are now slowly but surely exiting Actually, we have exited Belgrade. There are, of course, some suburban areas still here. This is practically a part of Zemun, and to the left is Bežanijska Kosa. And we are approaching the famous Zmaj, the Dragon gas station, because the whole area is practically called Zmaj here. And we are now approaching the exit to, the ex-exit to Novi Sad, the old road to Novi Sad. But now it's the road to Batajnica, also the suburban, how to say, practically even I would say a small city, small town. Okay, that much for now. Bye bye, talk to you soon again.